Shalom to the elect, giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakodash, and giving double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who well, peace and salutation to the elect. Of course, Yahweh is the true, almighty, and powerful name of Heavenly Father. His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai, and by Hashem is in the name, Bashem Kakodash, the name of the Spirit Holy. Shemel Mopin is a mopper from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, coming with this current events, news. It's currently January the 5th, 2025, hopeful year of our deliverance and destruction and judgment at Joshua, Esau, Edom, right, who claims to be white. And I just seen this here, which is like major in my eyes. Major, another sign just in general. I'm gonna play this audio. It's off of the Philadelphia Business Journal by Ryan Mulligan, journalist. He published this on, or updated this as of November the 8th at 1:59 Eastern Standard Time Zone.
Giant closing one of its Center City stores after 3 years. By Ryan Mulligan, reporter, Philadelphia Business Journal. Giant company is closing its Heirloom Market grocery store in Center City's Fashion District 3 years after opening, according to a state filing. The 32,000 square foot store at 801 Market Street will close effective December 28th, impacting 61 employees. The filing with the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry shows.
December the 28th, so that's over. If I get down there, I'll go down there to look physically with my own eyes. But this is a Heirloom Giant, which is a supermarket grocery store, and they put it in this pretty historic building here in Philadelphia, off of like 8th and Market. All right, I can look up some of the history. But basically, this was cool because you could, say for example, and they had this integrated with that fashion district, which the fashion district is pretty much their mall. It's like the former gallery, okay? It's like basically their way of revitalizing the dying economy downtown in Philadelphia. It was the gallery, and now they have called the fashion district, which really is really nothing, okay? Because you got a movie theater. You had different retail stores, but it closes very early. Very early. The only thing is left after it closes is really the movie theater. Okay, they got different businesses like a recording studio in there, but it's dead. Closing on Sundays at 6 p.m. and opening at noon. And Monday, open up at 11 o'clock. Monday to Thursday, Fridays at 8 o'clock p.m. So, it's not like it's open all night. But, that's what it is. Stores. You got these various different stores. See the movie theater? That's really the main thing. We go there for the Dolby Cinema. Here in Philadelphia, that's one reason to go there. But pretty much it's deed and such. So it's no place that is really alive. Okay, when you walking even in there, it's not like packed with people. Not most people, you're not spending money. It's not like what it used to be when it was formerly the gallery. And they did so much with the different real estate investors, to design all of this. And the design was giant food market. Let me see what's here. Details. But they're gonna have to update this. Organic products, but it's now closing. Okay, and that's a hair bloom. Now, a hair bloom, when you go into that word for hair loom or hair loom, let me see. Hair loom, meaning, which is valuable object that belonged to family for several generations, right? And it is really a piece of property that descends to the heir as an inseparable part of the inheritance of the real property. I mean, now this is just through. You know? A giant hair plume market from a typical giant mill of one of the mill giant store is that it's an urban store format and curated assortment of items based on local residents' feedback. So, they try to tailor make it. You had it in there, you had local bakers, different bread. They had one out of that area around Wayne Junction, which is like a pretty much like a regional rail for SEPTA, our major network for our provider for transportation, public transport. But yeah, it's through. And a lot of times in Giant, you can't really spend that much money, in there like that, and get you ain't getting a full grocery bag, a grocery cart of food. Most of it is getting a bag or a couple items. So why is Giant hair loom closing? Poor performance and other problems at the location. This link doesn't work. They got dealing with theft. Play this. It's about Christine Moselbrucker Garza.
A grocery store with Pennsylvania roots took a gamble on Philly's Market East neighborhood and lost. The giant heirloom market is closing by the end of December. WHYY business reporter Kristen Mossbrucker Garza looks into why.
Giant opened its compact store in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. But despite investment by the building owner, retailer, the venture failed. Penn Wharton School economist Jesse Hanbury says it was a tough sell.
More of a mismatch in the location, and also it was an optimistic bet for the area. But
so there you go. The economist is telling you it's an optimistic bet, but it was like a gamble in that area, right? Which really America is a gamble trying to conduct business in these times, man.
It was probably a bit of ahead of its time.
The store reported
ahead of its time. The time is short. The scriptures say that. So, you say measure the time diligently in itself. Talk about the days being evil. But the economists, like I said, they're not telling you what the prophecy is telling you this. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. It tell you, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I had no pleasure in them. And you have like I said, a ton of worse times to come where it's very unpleasant. Okay? Like I said, it had a little bit of convenience. I tried to work with it. You know, because I actually prefer to shop at that. I like the branding of Giant. That's me personally. Um, you know, it's like it has a different feel than a typical grocery store that most people go to, but the prices are more expensive. But it's just like the feel of it. You know, it doesn't attract, the typical individuals, but being down there, hey, individuals could have got down there and theft would have rose. Okay, despite the fact having even police, security on deck, but it just don't matter. This is a time where people are basically impoverished and declining, and they're invading one another. It says while the sun or the moon or sun or the light, Slakia, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened nor the clouds return after the rain, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble. That's the economist. Like that particular individual that was talking. Okay? The household managers, and they telling you what this house being the house of Edom with America, how business is going. It says, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders, meaning the work, cease because they are few. Yeah, it said 61 jobs were lost. Okay, compromised. It has to be more than that. Come on, to run that place, come on, to get more than 61 people, gotta be involved with that. But hey, it is what it is. It says, and those that look out the windows be dark in the future. It's bleak. It's not looking so bright. Dark in chashak, which is obscurity in the Hebrew. It's dim. Okay. All right. Let's go back.
Retail theft to the police 73 times over 3 years. Security camera startup executive Matt Kelly says shrinkage is a big struggle.
To what degree, we don't know, because a lot of times theft is severely underreported just because they don't think law enforcement is going to respond or you can hold the bad actors accountable.
And now that space will open up for the next gambler, Kristen Mossbrucker Garza, WHYY News.
A grocery store with
So you got another place down. Like I said, they're not, a lot of they letting people get away with stealing stuff. You losing money, It can look cute as much as you want it as a storefront, but if you're not making any profit, there's no reason for it to be open. Okay? So it's a loss. That's basically it. Okay? So now you're going to have this place vacant again until the next person try to take another gamble on this. All right? So it says, as Philadelphia leaders prepare to showcase the city on a world stage in 2026, if we get there, there's a potential of yet another stretch of vacant storefronts to greet pedestrians walking from City Hall to Liberty Bell. That's heading south, okay, on Market Street. This location is on 8th. You would just head south to 5th and Market where the Liberty Bell is. A stark contrast to the city's ambitions despite the efforts to attract businesses through economic incentive. It's unclear how successful the next tenant of the property might be based on a struggle documented by public records obtained by WHY, which include help inspection to retail theft on file from the police. All right, so hey, it's not looking good, okay, at all. They said this place was designed for tourists, commuters, and growing residential population in Philadelphia's urban core. That's that 15-minute city type deal. The store often carried local small business products like breads, as I mentioned. They got that particular. This is what it is. Breads and chocolates curated, artisan breads and stuff to reflect the character of different neighborhoods. And they gentrified Germantown. Come on. But anyway, going on. Not all everything went as planned. A previous bid to a Queen Village neighborhood, Hairballoon, fell through on South Street. South Street dying too. That's like off Broad Street. And this was a former. It looked like it was a Strawbridge's, right? Which is like kind of like Macy's. It's like a retail store. But yeah, it was a Strawbridge's, and that was through. The space Giant occupied was technically an extension of the shopping mall now known as the Fashion District, previously the Gallery, built with a limestone facade in 1931 for $10 million. The building was once Strawbridge's and clothing department store, extra flourished to compete with Wanamaker store down the street closer to City Hall. That's through. Over it got bums with pests out front of that, shiting on the street, drug addicts, all that. This Philadelphia is through. This place is through. Over the years, the lower floors remained retail, and the upper floors were that known as Class B office space. That's one step below the highest rent per square foot, or Class A. All right. It's got some good info. Pennsylvania Real Estate Investment Trust, known as PRET, held on the ownership of the bottom two floors until the Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2020. Then they had, when this was scooped up for $5 million by an entity affiliated with a Philadelphia-based All Terror Property Group, which held at least several $1 million to renovate the property for a future Giant Heirloom Market lease, according to the bankruptcy documents. And look, it says just 2 years later, in 2022, Altair sold its affiliate, a Reality Income Trust of San Diego, which it still owns today. And it's unlikely that the store lease was signed during the midst of the pandemic, when the economic uncertainty was at a high time, said Hanbury, the economist. The downside of the bet was pretty severe. My guess is that it wasn't an economical operation for Giant to be running, and they were losing more money running the operation than they would be just buying out the lease. Exactly. Okay? She said the plan could have been for Giant to act as an anchor, but if there's not enough foot traffic in that general area, then there's no foot traffic for the anchor to attract. And like I say, it's there, but pretty much, like I say, in that general area, 8th Street, you know, you got hustlers, people out there hustling. You got 8th Street Station. You know, they incorporate with the station. You can get off the subway right into the Giant. But, you know, it's just not, you know, it's not, we're not in that time no more. It's not that there's foot traffic. You got plenty of foot traffic via, you know, the trains and stuff, but people just don't want to shop there, okay? And don't got the money. And the Lord's bringing this place down. So that's basically it through the Spirit, man. The Lord is through with this place. The scripture talk about no work for Egypt in Isaiah, the 19th chapter. You know, but that's really it. So, you know, the Lord, He's bringing these prophecies to pass. Shalom to the elect.